What's going on? It's your boy Coach here. And then once the grind is over, then you can refeed again. But if you have a very aggressive physique goal, there is no like, well, I'm gonna enjoy it. It's just suffering. Like, especially as you go below set point and you're trying to endure the hunger. Yeah, there's little refeeds within, call them mini refeeds, but no, I'm just gonna stick with my deficit. That's kind of how this works. The cool thing is though, is if you can really stay, let's say, find something that is, you get the reward out of the suffering, is something that you can now integrate. But if you found suffering and there was no reward from it, get rid of it. There's no reason to keep it. So when I'm eating plain tuna, you know, with salt and pepper or something, maybe some mustard, and I don't eat it out of a can anymore. I don't do that anymore, but I'll probably flavor it a little bit. And I don't have a lot of calories and it's in a wrap or something. I'm not sitting there thinking, man, this sucks. I'm like eating it like, well, it's not the most tasty thing, but it's getting me to my goals. It's getting me lean. So it keeps me like, all right, I'll eat a meal like this. That's fine. And then there's desserts I put in, and those are one of those ones that, you know, it's not obviously as good as regular chocolate or regular sweets, but when I'm eating, I'm like, you know what, I'm getting to eat desserts and I'm getting lean, so I like doing this and I keep it. And so that's kind of one of the tickets. So as I was going through the Q2 episode, there was a couple things I noticed, and it's something I didn't talk about a lot, and I wanted to make sure to cover really quick. And it's the refeed concept and some of my recipe book stuff, because I didn't really get so deep into it, but I think I have just a couple episodes I can dedicate towards that are gonna fill in, because everything's kind of filling up in terms of the plan, but I don't really know where I'm gonna go from here. So I just kind of know that I want to make sure to get this stuff out there to where it's actually published, rather than me going away when it's not that it's secrets, it's just things that aren't talked about a lot, and things that I've learned and things that I know that I think could help people. And that's why I ultimately make videos, is to help people. I don't need this help. Let's say this, I need help, but in other areas of life. The nutrition stuff is something, once I figured it out, I'm like, man, this is not as hard as I made it, but it takes a lot of time and dedication. And that's what you're gonna find in the health and fitness world, is if you wanna get, say, a certain physique or goal, you're gonna have to be dedicated, but then you're gonna have to learn balance. And that's kind of the Qform. It's kind of a mockery at, you know, I did all the things wrong until I finally learned what was right. It took a lot of wrong to get to the right place. And really, that's what you're gonna probably find too, is you're gonna make some mistakes. You're gonna have, you know, setbacks, we'll call them, but at the same time, that's how you progress, is you have to make mistakes. It's just part of life experience, because even though I can tell you all these things to do and you go, I got you, yep, I'll do that, you're gonna make the mistakes on your own regardless of what I say, because that's part of how we learn, is we have to go do it ourselves. It's pretty rare when someone says, that's pretty wise, I'm not gonna do that. But with nutrition, it's something that, you know, I've told so many people, this is what you do, and nobody does it. So it's like, well, you know what? At least if I said it and I put it out there, that once you make the mistake, you can go, oh, okay, I see what you're talking about. That's what you meant by this. That's what you meant by that. So as you're watching all my old series and you're going through things like, okay, this is the things that he does now, because I learned from something else. And the Qform is the things that, this is how I learned, is I did X, Y, and Z. And it was not the brightest thing, but it's what everybody said, do this, do that. And at least I tried it, right? That's how I found success. So I hope that helps you out. I hope this gets you some sort of benefit. I hope you hear what I'm saying. I hope you're listening, because if you're not listening, you may as well go to the next video to get a entertainment or a laugh. That's not what these videos are for. This specific series is all about the back scenes, all about the extras, all about the things I have to cut out, just because I've already done a lot of, say, educational stuff, and a lot of people don't like that, but maybe there's one or two out there that really do get something from this. So, you know, hear from me sharing and hear from the wisdom, I would say, that I have, especially in the health and fitness world. And that's why I'm showing you, that's why I'm doing all these series, to show you the control and to show you how I'm going up and I'm down and I'm having that caloric control and how to do it. Like, this is me living the example, and that's what I'm trying to do. So I hope you get something from this. That's all I got for this one though. So till the next episode, what do they say? Chuck and deuces. Peace out.